Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just joking. I'm not a pedophile. That was a scary voice. This is SSNSmashKAB versus MnMVader. This game's gonna be fantastic. SmashKAB is my roommate. MnMVader is my roommate. MnMVader is currently in this season. He was rank 4 Grandmaster. Rank 4. And he's a Protoss player down in the bottom left of Zelnaga Caverns. Now this is a friendly match. It's not a ladder game. And it's part of a best of 3. But I don't know if I'm going to cast the entire series or not. We'll see. This is one game out of that series. SmashKAB is over here as the red Terran. And SmashKAB, if you don't know, is the top of Master League. He's not Grandmaster League. He's never been Grandmaster League. But hopefully he gets there someday. I mean, he's playing really well these days. Hasn't had a whole lot of time to ladder, though, because he's doing that thing where he talks to girls. It's weird. I've never seen that before. So anyway, kind of been separated from StarCraft for a little while, but he'll be back. Don't worry, everybody comes back. Heart of the Swarm, man. It'll like steal his soul. Anyway, MnMVader, very different style of play than most Protoss, and I guess that's what makes him unique. That's what makes him tough to beat. He likes Phoenix play, and like every matchup he uses Phoenix against Protoss, Terran, and Zerg, and it's just not something that everybody's prepared to deal with. I mean, I crack out Phoenix against Terran every now and then, and every single one of them that I do it against just reacts so poorly. And I mean, I've showed you a game of me playing against a Terran using Phoenix, and it's hilarious. They just don't know what to do about it. A lot of them try to get ghosts and EMP you, and I mean, it's not... They overcomplicate it. I mean, just freaking get Thor. It's that simple. But anyway, I don't know. Speaking of which, I had a Terran go mass bio with just a few Thor mixed in, and then like wicked upgrades for both bio and vehicles, and he kicked my ass. I couldn't figure out what unit comp was good against it. I mean, I tried Immortals, I tried Colossus, I tried High Templar for feedbacking, and that I would say that worked the best because I could storm the bio and feedback the Thor. But yeah, no, he stomped my face. And so we do have MnMVader getting this this really fast expand. And this is a 1-gate expand, no Cybercore or anything. And SmashKAB here, we've got 3 racks on 1 base. So we're seeing he's gonna try to punish MnMVader for this. And be it the short map that it is, that could be quite the effective push. We'll see what happens here. Marines coming out, no add-ons as of yet. We do have no gas though for SmashKAB, so yeah, there's 4th racks here. We're gonna see 4 barracks against a 1-gate expand Protoss. We have the Cybercore down. We have 2 gateways chronoing out Zealots right now, and we'll see how this goes, man. This is gonna be a tense moment for both players, and the macro from both players is good. Let's take a look at the income tab. We have 17 harvesters to 20, which is what we want to see. I mean, from Protoss with Chrono, this all looks right. And then we've got the mules for the Terran player balancing this out, right? So this is how it should be. And that's going to change, though, now that there's a second Nexus here for this Protoss player. And we're not seeing him add on more gates yet, which is scary because he really needs that production to keep up with this production. But right now we're just going to see regular production of units chronoing that Cybercore. He really wants his warp tech out. There's a single stalker out on the map now that will be probably used to check the towers, or keep the towers, I suppose. He does not know that SmashKAB is going for this ridiculous Marine count, and I think that stalker will poke up the ramp to take a look at what's in store. Everything's 50% off in this store. Yeah, that's not what I meant. You guys are ridiculous. Why would you say that? Anyway, yeah, that was not a good moment for that stalker. However, it did not take hull damage, which is really good because he's gonna need every hit point he has when those Marines decide to push. And I mean, they're gonna be pushing soon. I almost feel like SmashKAB is waiting too long. He's getting these tech labs, and I feel like this should have pushed already. If he pushed like a minute ago, he would have so much more than SmashKAB. So much more. And I mean, he already does, but here he goes. He just wanted those Marauders just to seal the deal. Here he goes, pushing into this. The Stalker, oh my god. That Zealot goes down hard. This Zealot running home. because he knows that this is a terrible moment for everyone involved. And we're seeing Chrono on those warp gates to get that cooldown faster, trying to warp in units frantically. He's got this mineral line here that is not safe. It is not safe. And here comes the Terran army, gonna take out that pylon so there's no more low ground warp-ins. Gonna just continue mining for a second and then finally pulls his units back. We will see him try to take out this Nexus. A few Marines split off to go kill that, which makes this army much more killable. A couple Zealots get up in front, and Stalkers do try to focus down the Marauders. And all those Zealots get kited backwards. The Stalkers trying to pick apart this front line. And this mineral line returns to fight, actually. And a bunch more Stalkers, just gateway units in general, warped in. It's too bad he does not have enough energy for Guardian Shield. That single force field really doesn't do much. And now the Marauder count is just too high to fight this with the Stalkers. Single Zealot runs out in front to try and deflect this push. Focus firing with the Stalkers, which is exactly what he needs to do. And he's trying to kill that last Marauder. Those Marauders are trying to take down the Nexus. Will they get that Nexus down before he can DPS down all the units? Yes, the Nexus does go down, and this was a cost-effective endeavor for SmashKAB. SmashKAB, meanwhile, there's no expansion. He should have expanded during that push. I would say that now the two players are just kind of on equal terms, although SmashKAB probably has way more harvesters. Yes, we do see the Terran with 21 to 17 now, and the income swinging in I almost said Incarnum. Sometimes I pretend I play that good. Anyway, no, we're going back to this. SmashKAB is in the lead economically, and MnMVader just kind of chasing him back to his base. There's no intention of a counterattack. And here comes the expansion for SmashKAB at the same time that MnMVader retakes his. I would say that this game seems to be kind of reset back to 0, as we do see MnMVader trying to chrono out those probes. He will be catching back up in probe count, as I imagine SmashKAB has kind of stopped SCV production. No, not quite. He's going to be producing more now that he is about to expand. Over here we do see these Stalkers just kind of sitting still at the tower, sitting and waiting so that they can kite anything that crosses the map and maintain tower control. I'm amazed though that MnMVader even held on at all. I mean, he killed way more of that than I would have, and his timings are just really powerful. That's all there is to it. He got his base down and done, and got those gateways down in time to really survive that attack. And all these gateway units just kind of patrolling the area, just kind of checking for that expansion, checking for free units, anything like that. We will see another push here from SmashKAB, wandering into these towers. MnMVader has to see that. He does, and he doesn't lose any units to it. If this army stimmed, although it does not have stim, so never mind, it could have caught this entire Stalker ball and killed it. We do see MnMVader's base finally completed. He does transfer some probes, and here comes the big gateway push. How will MnMVader deal with it? He'll use force fields for sure, but is he good with his force fields? We'll see right here. One force field goes down, two force field goes down, separating the army quite nicely, and we will see the gateway army just peel apart this Terran bio army, as half the army cannot shoot, and stim is not an option. If stim was here, this would be a different story, but the zealot count is just more than enough to absorb all the damage and cut up the front line. And as SmashKAB retreats, we will see the Protoss bio army chase it down. Stim is almost finished here in the tech lab, as we can see. We've got more bio on the way, and despite what just happened, this command center is going for gold. It's going to take that expansion, and we'll see just a small ragtag Terran infantry unit try to defend its location. I don't feel that MnMVader should have pushed into this. He's against a defender's advantage and SCVs. He is, however, taking down the SCV count for the Terran, and he can't. We just saw SCVs get a sentry kill. That is painful. But MnMVader can't really turn around to fight those SCVs, as he needed to get back. If those bio caught him while he was fighting the SCVs, it would have been over. But now that he has reinforcements, it's a different story. Stim is now complete though, and that was not a good exchange for the Protoss player. However, he is using this tunnel here to his advantage. I don't know why he didn't push back into this. It feels like he has enough, and Stim has softened these. If they Stim, they'd be even softer. Enough Zealots here to easily defend that. I feel like he could have put more pressure on. But I mean, hindsight is 2020. We can see things that MnMVader can't. He didn't know how many units were there. He didn't know that SmashKAB was not producing. And so we do see 3 bunkers go down, and it is now too late to aggress in any way, shape, or form. We do have harvesters down at the expansion for MnMVader. Both gases going down. We are going to see some tech coming out, and double forge, and what I think is just going to be more gateways, if I'm not mistaken. We do have another gateway here, and chronoing out those double upgrades. We will see the Twilight Council for more grades. Over here in SmashKAB's base, just a small collection of bio like we've been seeing the entire game, and nothing wrong with that. Bio is very powerful, and not until your opponent gets Colossus or High Templar do you even need to think about changing. You can go toe-to-toe with anything that your opponent has with simply bio, and you don't even have to switch if you can keep the Colossus count low. If you can keep it to 1 or 2, you don't even need to switch out of bio. You can just kind of snipe them, focus fire them down. And we do have this army for SmashKAB pushing out again with 2 medevacs, which is going to make all the difference. This army got real big real fast, and we do have MnMVader scouting that. He knows it's coming, pulling back to his base to get defender's advantage, and we'll see how that works out for him. Those upgrades are going to make a big difference. From SmashKAB we have 0-0, and from the Protoss player we're going to have 1-1 by the time this engagement finishes, as well as Zealot Charge, as the Terran player is taking the time to break the rocks. The Protoss player will be touching the tower to see what's going on. That shows SmashKAB, because he did have the tower, that this army is in fact smaller than the Terran army that exists. MnMVader trying to hold on to this position. He's got a very meek army with not much tech behind it. He finally got this Templar Archives, and he's chronoing out 2-2. He's getting the Zealot Charge, which is almost done, which I already mentioned, and dropping down more gateways. We do see Archons, so no Storm from the Protoss player yet. Storm has not even been started. He does not have the gas for it. It's really something that's more comfortable to be done on 2 bases. And we will see the Protoss player push up into the left. Does he spot this? He does spot this. Medevac almost getting it down, but not quite. And it was the pylon here that scouted it. They will unload to kill that pylon, and it goes down way too fast to warp in. But the Protoss army pushes into this position, force fielding the army in half and killing a large chunk of it, backing off the Zealots so they do not die until the force fields go down. They can approach with his melee units as well. Another small Ragtech force moving here. SmashKAB playing this beautifully with this 2-prong attack, checking for the 3rd. However, the rocks will prevent him from getting into the 2nd. And we do see both armies still reasonably intact. However, it looks like the Terran army is much smaller than the Protoss army. However, the medevac in the bottom has picked up and has put them down in the ramp. There is nothing to defend this base back home. SmashKAB does prevent the expansion, MnMVader does prevent the expansion at the Gold Expo and pushes hard into this forward Terran position. There are a lot of Stalkers here, but they do not have Blink and are not formidable foes for the Marauder count. They will have to back up. Meanwhile, SmashKAB's medevac lands beautifully right here, and there's no spotting to detect that, as this is the spotting pylon for drops from that angle, but it came through here and was undetectable for the Protoss player. A warp in of Stalkers here would have been good, but that won't be the case, and the Protoss army just chases this Terran bio around willy-nilly, warping in some more High Templar, but no Storm for them, as it's still not even been researched. Trying to take the gold here, which I feel was a poor decision. Should have just taken this base, honestly. And it's going to be too hard for him to defend this against the Terran player, who has the mobility of dropships. I feel like Storm is a good choice. I do feel like Blink might be important at this point. As his Blink would have been valuable a long time ago, to be honest. And I don't know, he's been having trouble with these dropships. They're all so soft, though. A feedback on each of those would make them insta-die. We've got a Reaper here for whatever reason, and MnMVader will try to push into this position again. This army is really highly spread out. The High Templar don't have enough energy for Storm, I don't think. Feedback goes down on the Medivacs, and there's just too much bio here with too nice a concave for MnMVader to deal with. And he tries to blink away. Storm not even done yet in the research tab. This base will go down again. MnMVader has nothing for this. So much bio that is so soft from simply stimming. And we see MnMVader trying to focus down the Medivacs. And yeah, no go. There's just not enough here. If he could get one Storm off, if he had one Templar sitting back here, that one Storm would clean this up so well. But this looks like it could be the end for MnMVader to SmashKAB, take a game off the rank for Grandmaster Protoss. I don't know what we're going to see. And there we go. We do see the GG from MnMVader. SmashKAB taking game 1 against a rank 4 Grandmaster. So if you guys thought that the SSN couldn't hold their own against the big dogs, we just saw SmashKAB take out one of the top. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm SSN Incarnum. I'll see you guys next time.